is back, baby! Before we get started with the speed impression, let me at least let you know that I'm trying to catch up with Samurai Jack Season 1 through 4, since it's been a while since I've seen it with Season 5 now here. So, at the moment, I will not be, comparing the later season of Samurai Jack Season 5 with the earlier seasons, because I still need to catch up. But with that said, let's talk about the episode itself. To put it very simply, this episode is more or less just us catching up with Jack's adventure at this point. Apparently, according to Jack, it's been 50 years since the events of when he was first sent to the, to the future, basically. And what we find out is that he's apparently unaffected by the passage of time. So while 50 years have passed, he has unaged. He apparently cannot age, so he's stuck in this age that he's been in since the very beginning of the adventure, and 50 years have passed since. To the point that the land has been ravaged by Aku. There are these new followers known as the Daughters of Aku who are right now trying to kill Samurai Jack for their follower. And we see a couple of other interesting ideas, including this one character that was a robot assassin that we meet later in the episode. The one other thing that we learn in this episode, which I really hope they keep as an actual thing throughout the rest of the season, is the fact that Jack is haunted by the fact that he never made it back. It's been 50 years, so now he's being haunted by visions of his mother and father, the people from his village and otherwise, and it's being haunted by this weird looking guy on a horse, almost looking like a shogun or something like that. To the point that every time he sees that dark silhouette, he becomes scared of it to the point that he doesn't want to fight it. Now, as of right now, because this is the first episode, we don't know what that is or what he envisions that to be, if that's supposed to be him or whatever else, but that's all speculation as of right now. Basically, the entire point of this episode is to catch us up to speed with what's been going on with Jack. I mean, he's gotten a lot better with futuristic weapons, which is good to know since it's been 50 years. He's created his own arsenal of trick weapons, including a bike that can have spikes on them and various other things of that nature. And he's also crafted special pieces of armor for himself to help in his adventure. So it's not like Jack hasn't been improving. He has been getting better at improving his equipment, but he's also lost a lot along the way, including his sword. He no longer has the sword as he lost it years back. So now we just don't know what's going on. Is Jack still trying to find a way back to the past? What's happened to Aku at this point? Because we really have no idea what happened to him. And who is this new faction known as the Daughters of Aku? We really don't know anything as of right now. They answer a few things, but they leave us with a lot more questions at the very end. And you want to know what? I think that's the best way to handle it because it makes us want to keep watching. So all in all, what do I think about this episode? It's a great reintroduction to people that were fans of the show, but also a good introduction to people that are new to the show. To find out, if you're a longtime fan, to find out that Samurai Jack has been stuck here for 50 years and he is unaffected by time, you're just going to be like, holy Christ. But if you're new to the show as well, the way that the episode is presented actually does help newcomers get into the show easily. Granted, newcomers, I would recommend them to check out the earlier seasons as well, but if you're new to the show and you caught up with Season 5, it's not a bad place to start because we learn about what's going on at the now. I feel like the best way to explain this episode is everyone is being caught up to speed, new, old, or otherwise, and it does a pretty good job at doing it if you ask my honest opinion. It's a good episode. I wouldn't say it's fantastic or amazing because it is a catch-up episode, but it's still good for what it does. And that's my speed impressions on Samurai Jack XCII. I know there's a better way to say it, but leave me alone.